Oh yeah, what's going on YouTube? Bluff City here with another tragic story of this 27-year-old mom that unalived two of her young sons following her husband's death from cancer. However, she has been sentenced to life in prison, as she should. As she should. Like, this is absolutely diabolical. I remember when the story popped up, I got a notification about the story. I'm like, wait a minute. This woman just her two sons following her husband's death. That is crazy work. So I wanted to share this with you guys. But before I get into this article, make sure you give this video a like. You share this with everyone you know. Subscribe for more videos because I'm probably sure you do not want to miss them. And let's get into this article. A woman in Canada, oh boy, who pleaded guilty to killing her two sons in 2023 was sentenced to life in prison. Vanessa Collias. I think, yeah. Okay, so this is her right here. Yeah, it looks like something's wrong with her, if I'm being honest. Pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder at the Ontario Superior Court Justice in Toronto on Monday, November 17th, according to CBC News. She was sentenced to life in prison without a chance for parole for 18 years after admitting to killing 4-year-old Dimitri Collias and 5-year-old Yanis Collias, according to the outlets. Rest in peace to both those kids, man. They did not deserve that. Mm, mm. People have reached out to the Ontario Court of Justice for comment, but didn't immediately receive a response. During her virtual court appearance on November 17th, emotional Collias read out a lengthy statement admitting to the crime, saying, per Global News, I want to start off by apologizing to everyone about my actions, hurt, and to the people I have let down. A part of me wonders why I never said I needed help. I stand in front of you, a broken person. I wonder if I'm damaged beyond repair. Oh yeah, you killed your two sons. Hell yeah, you're damaged beyond repair. What are you talking about? Because I feel life has shattered my hopes and dreams. What do you mean by that? To my babies, I love you more than anything. Thank you for showing me what true love is. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what true love is. Okay. The incident happened on December 10, 2023, according to a press release from the Toronto Police Service. They said that a woman later identified to be Collias was found injured on the ground outside of an apartment building after falling from her balcony. My goodness. Mm. When police entered the home, they found her two children with no vital signs. They were both transported to the hospital where they were both pronounced deceased. Collias was initially charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. However, the charge was downgraded to after a forensic psychiatrist, Dr. I can't pronounce that, determined that Collias was suffering from an adjustment disorder after her 72-year-old husband. Wow. Costa Collias died of leukemia on December 1st, 2023. Hmm. I didn't expect her husband to be that much older. That's old enough to be her grandfather. She's like, what? Hold up. She's 27 and her husband 72. Wow. Died of leukemia. And so her husband dies of leukemia. She goes nuts and just offs their two sons. So this man's legacy is completely gone. She completely cut his entire bloodline off. The psychiatrist said in court, Collias was broken and absolutely alone after her husband's death. The only thing she wanted was for the family to be reunited. Yeah, in the worst way possible, if I might add. However, the diagnosis did not exempt from being held criminally responsible for her son's deaths. Good. Good. According to a statement of facts heard in court per CBC after Collias had attempted to self delete. She was left paraplegic. She reportedly left notes for police, laid out her son's funeral clothing next to a picture of their deceased father, and a cross that was placed beside their bodies. That sounds like something you see in a movie. Collias told the court that she had been a round the clock caregiver to her husband before his death and was exhausted, running on fumes, trying to be okay. She said on December 10th, she hit a wall and couldn't push no more. The Crown and defense recommended in Ontario Superior Court of Justice that Collias serve an 18-year prison sentence before being eligible for parole, which is accepted by the Superior Court Justice. She shouldn't even get parole after 18 years. She shouldn't be allowed back out because she's just not mentally stable. Like if you saw this woman right now, like when you walk outside, would you be comfortable around her? Like, be honest. Really be honest and let me know in the comment section down below. Her husband's a senior citizen, so they had two children. Hold up, let me go back. Okay, one was 4, one was 5, so they're a year apart, and so I would say, so if he's 4, so she was first pregnant. I would say at 22 or 21 maybe. And then since he was 72 at dead, so he was in his like late 60s when they first got together. If my math is correct here, I'd say he was in his late 60s. She was in her early 20s. I think there might be a different reason she got with this guy. If I were to just guess, it doesn't now it clearly doesn't state that here in this article, obviously, but I mean, her being this young and him being that old, I don't think it was quote unquote true love. I mean, if things got that overwhelming for her, why didn't she just like if they had the funds to do so, they really could have just hired a caregiver to take care of him, certain hours throughout the day, and then she would just cover the rest herself, I guess. I don't know. But apparently her having to take care of him, which she had to have known be simply because he's already pretty old. He's a pretty old man, and then you gave this man children, brought them to life, and then once he died, she just loses her ever love, just lost it. Decides to offer her two children, and honestly, she does not deserve, at least in my opinion, to be a free woman ever again. They need to just leave her in that prison to rot. Losing her mind like that to mm. And those kids, man, those kids won't be able to. I don't even think they attended school yet. Preschool, kindergarten, any of that. They won't get to ride a bicycle for the first time. Won't get to go to elementary school, middle school, high school, go to prom, graduate, go to college. Nothing. All that was cut off because she lost it and felt overwhelmed. Mm. Well, I am glad that she was arrested, charged, and sentenced. I think giving her eligibility for parole after 18 years, that part I don't agree with. Mm-mm. Just keep her in there for the sake of the rest of us regular folk that want nothing to do with people like her roaming the streets. Because let this been a dude who offed his wife and the two children they had together. He would never see the light of day again. Like, really think about that. He would never see the light of day again, but this woman gets to be eligible for parole. Absolutely crazy, if you ask me, but it's not up to me. All I can do is give my opinion on it and share it with you guys. So, well, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right there. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I do appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit the link in my description so you can follow me on other social media platforms, as well as support the channel directly via Cash App or PayPal. And if you choose to do so, For one, thank you, and my way of saying thank you will be shouting you out in my next video because I've done it before. I've done it again, and also the super thanks feature is um, ready and available on this channel. So if you want to leave a super thanks comment, also I will read that off in my next video as well. Is my way of saying thank you, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Y'all be safe out there. Check on your loved ones. Have a good one.